So I read my Bible today, Zechariah. Um, I'm still single. I'm looking for a guy. God's timing, God's will. A godly man, of course, because I'm a Christian. So I'm walking to the store, Walmart, to get her stuff for the stove. I wanted to go outside tomorrow to take a walk to get it with some air. And I guess it's gonna like storm, like rain all week. It's ridiculous. I seen that cop Christopher Ferguson. I think I seen him riding past. Funny that he's riding to the store where I'm gonna go, Walmart. It's weird. Here he goes. Oh, that looks like a cop. But yeah, I probably will stay with her like till I save my money up and so I can leave. Go to a different town, you know. I don't know. Oh, let y'all know I came from Pennsylvania to Tennessee to have a relationship with my aunt and niece relationship, but it didn't work out. I didn't come here for nobody else. I didn't come here for Young Buck, even though I like Young Buck. I don't even listen to his music no more, but I think he's attractive. But I'm not gonna like come all the way out here for him. I mean, he was gonna get me, his manager was gonna get me a plane ticket like a while back. And this is the real deal. There's no catfish. So I don't know what that person's talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about when they like talk about stuff that they don't know what they're talking about. They're talking about stuff that happened in the past. But I came to Tennessee to have a relationship with my aunt and niece relationship. I don't know why there's always some people around here. Aunt and niece relationship. In that situation, why is he staring at me like that? That's why I'm like, these people are strange around this area. They keep staring at you like you're gonna do something to them. To have an aunt and niece relationship, but it didn't work out due to the situation. My kids, I do have 2 kids, and they're not with me because of a situation, personal reasons. The hotel that the people got me, that was Rochi, I did say something about it, but I did appreciate the situation of them getting me a hotel. I don't think nobody should be talking about somebody's situation and they don't have the facts straight, but you always want to get people like that, you know? That's why I was like, I blocked that person. They're weird. And they don't need to be telling people what to do with their money. Like, it doesn't matter what happens. It's like weird people, like I blocked them. I don't. That was the storage room that my stuff was in. And they, well, here's the cop. I was at the hotel. My friends, they helped me get a hotel online. They helped me get a hotel, and I was staying there for a couple days, and everything was good. I went and got a change of clothes that night. I didn't sleep in the storage room. I was never sleeping in a storage room ever in my life. Did I sleep in that storage room? Because I knew better, because you're not allowed to do that. And they accused me of sleeping in there when I did not do that, and I felt like disrespected when the cop was there and to that guy. And the sooner the day was up at the hotel, I stayed outside for a whole day, and then it got cold outside, and then I didn't have no socks on. And so I decided to walk to the storage room to get a pair of socks. I was gonna go get a pair of socks and then leave from there, lock it back up like I always do. And when I went there, they had a master lock on the storage room. And I was like, what is going on? My stuff is inside. And the guy said I could use a storage room. The one that I was sharing it with. He actually said it would be cool because he's cool with the guy that works at the storage room. And he said it would be okay. So I put my whole trust in that situation, and I trusted that guy in the wheelchair. That's where I went wrong, because I'm like blessed to get my things back, because I'm really supposed to have something in writing. I think you have to get a paper notary saying like proof you got your stuff with somebody else. That's what I need to do if I want to keep my stuff at somebody's place next time. And then I came to who's outside again? It's ridiculous. Is there like a desolated place where there ain't no people around? It's 8 o'clock. I came to Tennessee from Pennsylvania because I figured I was going to have a relationship like with my aunt, and the situation didn't work out because it wasn't about the rules. It was about her. I don't know. She was asking me like personal questions, like whose car I was getting out of, like I'm a kid or something. Like I'm a child, you know. I was telling her through the text, like I'm a private person, I need boundaries, you know. Even if I'm staying at your house, I need some boundaries. I'm not a child. and I like to go outside, and I don't need her telling me about strangers and all that type of stuff. And she said I brought some stranger to her house. Yeah, I brought somebody at her church from her house. It was somebody that was actually at the church. They came out of the church, and they're from Pennsylvania, where I'm from. It was not like that, what she's saying. And I felt they was cool, so I got in the car with them. They drove me to her house, and that's the only people that came to her house. So I don't know what she's talking about, bringing people to her house. She tripped about the people from her church taking me back because she left me at the church. And then I don't think she was going to come back and get me. So I had the people, drive me to her house, which I should have had them drive me, down, even though they were from her church. I wasn't thinking because I thought, maybe they're from her church. I don't know what I was thinking. And then she was like, are you getting out of people's cars, strangers? I'm like, I told her, it was somebody at her church that brought me back home to her house. Literally church people from her church. And she was like, oh, you're getting in strangers' cars. I said, no, it's somebody from your church. I mean, that's crazy. And she was like, this and that. And I'm like, I really don't need to hear all that. I have boundaries. I have personal boundaries, and I don't need you telling me about strangers and all that type of crap, because I'm grown and I can do what I can do as I want and learn from my own mistakes. I know about strangers and all that type of stuff, about what happens to strangers, talking to strangers. You have to be aware of stuff, And she's telling me all this stuff in a text message, saying, oh, do you want to go get a hotel for privacy? I'm like, why is she saying all that stuff? Because if I'm giving you rent money, if I'm giving you $100 to stay there, which you didn't say nothing about that in Erie, now you're popping up and saying you want money because I was throwing it around. That's how she said it. She said it something like that. And I was like, that's messed up. Just because I was buying stuff there with them, she felt the need to ask me for money. Basically what she was saying, what it meant. And I'm like, in my mind, that's crazy. And somebody said, well, if you're getting mail there, you're a resident and she can't even kick you out because I was getting mail there. She had no right putting my bag in the porch or none of that stuff because it wasn't that serious. If I didn't want to go back there, I didn't want to go back there. I wanted to, not go back there because I felt uncomfortable about the whole situation. And you got people online. I don't know how Sakia Woods got in a situation because he's up there in a situation. I think Latana asked the number from my aunt, which her number should have given her because it was not that serious to be doing all this stuff, man. They don't even understand nothing. They all don't, but they're on her side. My aunt, I had to go to Murfreesboro. I went to Murfreesboro. I wasn't going to buy a hotel because the reasons why I was going to have the money for an apartment then I'm not gonna have money for a hotel. The same situation like being out here in the streets, me staying on the streets, or either save the money for an apartment or spend the money all on a hotel. I don't have money for both. I only get limited income. It's ridiculous. That's why I didn't want to buy a hotel like in Murfreesboro when I was over that way trying to find an apartment, and I couldn't find one because it was difficult. There was nothing available over there, and she was rushing me to get a place to move out of her house, and I felt uncomfortable about that her rushing me. And so I don't know. I tried to I bought some stuff at her house, my own dishes. I usually use my own dishes at her house, and I wasn't really washing my dish because I was the only person eating out of that dish. And I usually rinse it out because I was in a hurry and stuff like that. But I use dish soap and all that type of stuff to wash dishes. And she always said, like, well, I want to wash the dishes. She didn't say nothing about none of that other stuff she was saying, like, on the video. And if that was the case, why didn't she trying to show me something that she felt that I didn't know how to do, other than expose my stuff online like that, just to expose it. I felt to expose it, and it's not even true, really. And expose about the family stuff, talking about the family doesn't talk to me because the type of person I am. I'm like, what is she talking about? That's not even true of what she's saying. The family don't talk to me because they don't want to talk to me. You know what I've been through as like a child, she does. Like, I've been through all types of stuff through childhood. I've been through like sexual abuse with my uncles. I've been through like abuse with my grandmother raising me. My real mom didn't want me as a child. She gave me up to my grandmother. I was adopted by my grandmother, and she like abused me all my life. And I've been through bad situations all my life. As a child, I never done nothing to them bad. They hurt me as a child, growing up, being through the sexual abuse and being through traumatized as a child, like all my life through my grandmother. And you're talking about the family doesn't talk to me because of something that I did. That's not true. I didn't do nothing to them. It's the opposite around. They hurt me. And you're saying lies like that, and that's like really, 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 really disrespectful of her to say that. Because she knows that's not true. And you're telling that to people online. Lies. It's ridiculous. And that's why I was like, I don't want to talk to her no more. And I don't need people saying stuff about stuff because they don't even know what they're talking about. Saying stuff about my kids, my stuff about me, complaining about the hotel that somebody got me and had roaches in it. Well, I appreciate everything that person did for me, but I still told them about the situation because I felt like they needed to know about it and about the people that own it. I told them too, because they need to like do something about that if people's gonna stay at their hotel. I appreciate the hotel. I appreciate them helping me and everything. I appreciate everything everybody does online for me. And then she got the cops involved, getting my stuff to me. I didn't understand that situation because I felt like you didn't even warn me about you calling the cops. I was like, unexpected, them showing up at the park looking for me, saying that she has my stuff. Like, that's right, ridiculous. Like, I didn't understand that whole situation. I didn't understand why that person at the storage room called the cops either, because I was following the commands of the person that told me to come there to a certain time. They was like, you got this time to get your stuff at the storage room. And I was like, okay. I was trying to find somebody to come get it, really. That was an awkward situation. Cops showing up, talking about arrest me. Like, what? I don't know. It's been difficult, like, living here. Finding a place. Like, she didn't say it was hard finding an apartment out here. Now I'm staying with this lady, and hopefully it goes well staying with her, because I never stayed with nobody like that, being like, she's a person that just came up here and was like, hello, do you want to spend the holidays with me? I'm like, sure. And then she just took me on when I would stay with her ever since then. She said she'd put me on the lease, so I'll just start paying her rent and help her with the electric. That's about it. That'll probably give me a start until I want to save my money and move to a different area, you know? Yeah. It's so nice out here. It's nice out here, like, to get fresh air. But I would like to stay here for a while, and then I go to my next date. I was thinking about California or Kansas City. Something, I don't know. and trying to move around like a lot, because I only got one life to live, and I want to be traveling everywhere. I think God will help me. God has me and helped me through like He been helping me through the situation. And it's lighting outside too, because you can see it lighting. It's crazy how that guy popped up, that Christopher Ferguson guy. He popped up. I thought he works at nighttime, but he popped up at that certain time. Like, it's weird. Alright, guys. I have to go. Talk to you later. Hope this is not a cop. They're always like stopping me, stopping her, stopping to see what. Feels great. So it's so cool outside. Bye, y'all.